You are watching a socially good TV special presentation.
I'm here today to speak to you about minority behavioral health most recent initiative. This initiative is a community-based initiative directed towards African American males, but it's also an initiative directed towards the community as a whole. This particular initiative is connected to the community through its affiliations with other institutions as well as with services that we provide across the Akron Public Schools system as well as community-based programming. Minority Behavioral Health is currently participating in the mayor's initiative to combat violence in the Akron area. This particular initiative is a strong initiative, but we're really promoting the initiative from the community's perspective. Oftentimes, individuals look into the African American community and make judgments or prescribe things that will actually help heal the community. It's really important that we understand that through Minority Behavioral Health Group, we are pooling the community as a whole. One of the things that we're doing as it relates to pooling the community is we are on the steering committee of a large body of African American male fathers, referred to as neighborhood dad. This particular steering committee is led by our community councilman, Russell Neal, but it's also a collaborative effort, meaning that although Russell Neal had the bright idea, the community members are the individuals who control the thought patterns and the services that come out of this collective group. We have recently met with the mayor. We have discussed how the neighborhood dads can become a member of this initiative. And we've also begun to discuss how Minority Behavioral Health Group can help with springboarding this initiative as it relates to identifying the community needs. As my last counterpart, Mr. Rob Singleton, discussed, Minority Behavioral Health Group has begun a leadership program. This particular leadership program is a cultural enrichment program, and it is the first phase of Minority Behavioral Health Rites of Passage program. One of the things that we found through our research is that a lot of individuals do not successfully process through a rites of passage program based on the lack of cultural awareness. This lack of cultural awareness is based on the fact that in many of our public school systems, we talk about a multitude of cultural concerns, but none of those concerns are related to African Americans. So we decided that we will lay down a cultural leadership program, and this will allow a level of cultural enrichment. And then once we springboard with our Rites of Passage group through the mayor's initiative, then we will begin to recruit individuals in our community, specifically individuals between the ages of 12 to 18, so that we can initiate them. Initiating them means that we will process them through a process that will promote our community values and beliefs. Now, we recognize that our community has a lot of concerns and our community has a lot of struggles. At Minority Behavioral Health, we acknowledge these struggles, and we also acknowledge where these struggles come from. When we are a cultural group of people that have been inundated with another cultural belief system, then we are ill because we are processing through life with the values and beliefs of another cultural group. When you say, well, what does that mean exactly? Well, we're talking about worldview. When we start talking about worldview, the African-centered worldview calls for a level of communal and cooperative work efforts. Well, the European-centered worldview calls for a level of individualism. Let's just stop right there and just unpack what that really means. What it really means is that our community is now segmented. And now each household is attempting to survive on their own terms. What this really means is that individuals are trying to solve problems on their own versus coming together as a family as a community in trying to solve problems. Akron community is rich in resources, but poor in cooperative work efforts. We're hoping at Minority Behavioral Health through our new male initiative, as well as our new programming directed towards rites of passage and cultural enrichment, that we will be able to pull together all these power brokers and actually make a difference in the African American community.
Thank you for watching, and remember to share this socially good TV special presentation.